Hello again. Good afternoon. So I was just having lunch and got a knock on the door, and yay, my paper pumpkin arrived. I actually got three of them. I ordered two extras this month, so Kathy is getting one of them, and then I do have a second one available, assuming I don't love it too much and decide I can't part with the cards. But I should have one extra one available. Usually I'm pretty able to share the wealth. So here is our Hugs from Shelli paper pumpkin kit in the gorgeous box. So this is our May paper pumpkin that we've been waiting for. And I love the box. Let's take a look at our stamp set here. Oh, wow. So it's got the gorgeous feather in here, a bunch of birds, some flowers, and these flowers remind me a lot of the flowers in the Free as a Bird set, which I had heard Shelli's box was going to match, and check that out. What a perfect match to the flowers that are in the Free as a Bird stamp set. So amazing. So we've got a different hello, a beautiful scripty grateful, a slightly larger thank you, hugs, which of course we'd need to have in Hugs from Shelli, and then a bunch of other little words in here, love for you and dear friend. Oh yeah, it matches with the DSP as well. That's right, Janice. So wow, this is awesome. So is this the same bird that's on the DSP then? I bet you it is. Thank you for mentioning that, Janice. So yeah, it's the same flowers on there, and then I think there are the birdies on one of these. Unless I've used it all up. I've used up so much of my paper. Oh, it looks like I have used up all of the one. Oh, there's the feathers. So the feathers, the bird cages. One of them I thought had birds flying on it on a blue background, though. I must have used it all. So yeah, check that out. And then some nice little like scatter marks in the fancy ampersand. So yeah, wow, awesome. And then we got a little early espresso. And here we go. All right, I'm going to move this box out of the way. Oh my goodness, the color scheme is amazing on this. It looks like that's Pool Party and Petal Pink. All right, I need some scissors to get in here. Okay, come on. Here we go. So if you have never seen a paper pumpkin kit before, I'll just, while I'm unpackaging all of this, I'll let you know what it's all about. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly kit that you can order through Stampin' Up. You can get a subscription for the year, 1 month, 3 months, like however you want to do it. And every month you get a little box like that one. Usually it's a little red box. And inside the paper pumpkin is everything you need except for a pair of scissors to create whatever project they send to you. So this month it is 12 cards. And let's see, here is our base. Get rid of that. 12 cards this month and all the instructions on how to put them together. And so it looks like we've got 4 different designs. And all of the pieces come in here ready to go. We have our ribbon, our thread, we get our adhesives. Oh, wow, we get some beautiful little embellishments. Absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite parts of the kit every month is actually the envelopes. They're always kind of special in some way. This month, these are just gorgeous. Wow. And then on the inside, they're even patterned on the inside. So beautiful. All right, so there are our lovely envelopes. That's always a treat. And then we have all the pieces for our bases and everything. Oh, wow. I love that vintage look. Ooh, we have some vellum leaves or feathers in here. Those are gorgeous. Wow. Some, not stickers, just some construction paper flowers, all pre-printed for us. And then, oh, there we go. Oh, and this is the one that we got from On Stage. Excellent. All right, and then we've got all of the lovely silver bordered hexagons for stamping on. Okay, super excited. So often I will kind of follow their instructions, or at least look at their pictures and kind of see where they were going with ideas. So I'm going to move my free as a bird out of the way, put my pieces to the side, and I think we'll start with this this one right here. So it looks like we've got that background. Oh, and I'm just seeing here, I missed some of the envelopes. They are different. So there we go. We've got some with flowers, some with the nests on them, and then the insides are 2 different insides as well. Wow, that's awesome. And then with the blue ones, I showed you the feathers, but we've also got ones with flowers, and then they have the stripes on the inside, and these ones have the leaves. So really beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to need one of these. It looks like the larger one to do this card. And then I'm going to need some ribbon and some of those flowers to punch out. Where did they go? All right, pop in here, grab those. Excellent. All right, so I'll set that aside for now, and we're going to work on this first card. So for our first piece here, I am going to actually look at the instructions because I can't actually tell with some of these if it's stamps or whatnot. So it is a stamp. Okay, so here we go. I am going to choose a greeting, and I need to find some blocks here as well. Was not prepared for this to arrive today. Such a pleasant surprise though. But I'm going to grab some blocks here for the words. And I do need some thank you cards. I'm going to follow theirs. And I'm actually going to mount these on 2 separate sides of my block. So I'm going to put my thank you on this side, and then my dear friend on the other side. I do this often, not when I'm like teaching a class or something, but when I'm doing my own personal stamping, we'll often just use one block and put them on either side. So I'm not going to open up my early espresso because I do have somewhere, I do have my own early espresso. There we go. So grab that, and I think for this one, I'm actually going to stamp, I'm going to stamp the thank you first. And they did stamp it kind of over to the side. There we go. Oh, looks like I need to re-ink my early espresso though. That's no good. All right, and then the dear friend, they've lined it up just beautifully on either side of the Y. There we go. Oh, that looks just absolutely fabulous. And the fact that it's a little bit high, I'm not worried about, because we are going to be putting those flower embellishments onto this card. So now this part, it looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of lining up just to make sure that these flowers are visible when I'm done. So I'm just going to pop that on there, ink this up, and with this in place, I'm going to kind of check out where I think that's going to be, and then I'm going to move that and do my stamping, ink up again, so, and line that up again. Now that one I want more off to the side because I'm going to have those other embellishments. So there we go. Get those inked. That's all the stamping for this card. Now I get to pull out that gorgeous velvet ribbon that they've included. This is like the razzleberry ribbon that is still currently available. And this ribbon, I actually find you can even, if you're finding that it's a little crinkled and stuff, if you put it down upside down, you can actually even iron this to get it to lay more flat. Or probably what I'm going to do today is just use a ton of adhesive on it so that it so that it's going to stay down. All right. So let's measure this out. We want it to go all the way across our card. And then from there, we're going to angle it in. All right, and now for my second piece, I'm actually just going to lay them on top of each other and cut them so that they're going to be the same length and the same angle. There we go. All right, so now let's see what adhesive they gave us. So they gave us glue dots and mini dimensionals. All right, so I think I'm going to go with the glue dots to hold this ribbon down. So do a little bit of peeling here. So hello to everybody who's on and watching. Glad you could join me. Hope you've been out and enjoying some of this weather. I had just got home from a nice walk with a friend. I'd planned to go on a bike ride, and then turns out one of my neighbors was free to walk, so we did that instead. And just got home from that and sat down for lunch, and the FedEx guy showed up, so yay! I get to get online and make some cards twice today. And I may be on a third time this afternoon because my Stampin' Up! Order also arrived today. And so I have some awesome goodies from the new catalog in there to show everybody. All right, yeah, those mini glue dots are holding that down beautifully. So I put one on each end and one in the center to hold those in place. Wow, I cannot get over the colors of these. I have to check and just see what, they always tell us on the back what the colors are. So yeah, this ribbon is the new Pretty Peacock. Gorgeous. And then they've paired it up with the pool party for the background of these cards. Awesome. You're placing your order tomorrow, Janice, or it arrives tomorrow? Oh, excellent. Well, you'll have to get online and show us all of your goodies. I'm so excited for this new catalog. I'm a little scared because that means it's June and there's far too much to do still in this school year, but so excited for the new catalog. All right. So I've got those down. I'm going to grab those mini dimensionals that they gave us now somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm not, because I actually have my own mini dimensionals already broken open here, sitting here. So I'm actually going to just use the ones I have. Save those for something else. So pop 4 of those on. And so I'm doing just the tops so that when I put this down, my adhesive doesn't go onto this velvet ribbon, because as gorgeous as it is, nothing sticks to it. It is, oh, that's right, Janice, it's your Bronze Elite order. Congratulations. And so that means that starting next month, anything that you order, you are going to get your 25% off on, which is almost as exciting as all the goodies that are going to be coming your way today or tomorrow. Excellent. Okay, and now one last thing. It looks like they've also, well, there sure is a lot of textures. So now Shelli said in this kit there was going to be lots of different textures and like colors and fabrics and stuff. And she is right. They've actually got 2 sets of ribbons on this card. So they've got the ribbon, the really velvety ribbon, and then they've also got the thread, which is amazing. So I've just kind of bundled this up and done like a figure 8, and I'm going to use a glue dot on the back of this. Let's see here, actually, whereabouts. So yeah, I want that to sit like that. So I'm going to put a glue dot right about there, and then I'm going to use that as my spot to attach this thread so that it sits behind this flower and holds those threads in place. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope, I'm going to need more than one. That was so much so much thread that I used that I'm going to need more than one glue dot to hold this all in place. Okay, there we go. So I've got all of that in place like that. And just kind of fiddle with it so it's not covering my words. Oh, come on. I got the glue dot stuck to my finger. There we go. So with that on like that, I'm going to put 2 more glue dots on the back of this so that this will stick to my my words. Oh, come on. Stay. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. And now take the whole little bundle and pop it down on here. And there we go. All right, so there is our first card from the Hugs from Shelli kit, all put together. That is just beautiful. So I'm going to put that off to the side, and that one I think I'm going to put with the flower envelope. So love how they match up like that. Just beautiful. Wow. So I'll set that one to the side, and we'll bring them all back out at the end and show you all of the finished projects. So go back into my stack of goodies here. So I have enough now to make 3 more of those cards. Not going to do that one because I can just show you that one at the end. We've already done that. So I'm going to grab this card base. We're going to need more ribbon. We're going to need one of these vellum flowers, or oh, I keep calling them leaves and flowers. Vellum feathers. There we go. And it looks like we also need one of these. Okay, there we go. Pop that to the side. Now before I do any more work with my early espresso, I'm just going to take a peek on my shelf and see if I have a re-inker for it. I'm not sure that I do though. Greens, I have them all sorted by color, and no, so I do not have an early espresso. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a lighter look for all of our stamping. When you do yours, you're going to have a darker image because you will have the good early espresso that's all well inked. But I'm going to have a slightly softer look to mine. All right, so I'm going to, I don't think that this thank you, oh, actually that thank you will fit. So I do like the grateful for you, but I really am in need of a ton of thank you cards right now. So I am going to do another thank you on this one. So pop that over there. Do our dear friends again. Oh no, it's not going to fit because it's just a little bit large and my D is going to fall off the end. So I'm going to have to put this down below. And, do I want to do that? Or, what do I want to do? Thank you and hugs. I wonder if that's going to fit. Nope. Okay, well, we're just going to stamp this down below. It won't have quite the same effect, but that's okay. So there we go. Thank you, dear friend. All right, set that aside. And now I do still need this ink. I'm going to clean up these flowers. I don't think I need them again on any cards. But it might be a nice touch to stamp these on the inside of one of our cards. There we go, and I'm going to grab, oh, actually use both birds for this card. Okay, so this one fits nicely at an angle on my block. And there we go. I could have left it off, yeah, but that's okay. The thank you was placed a little bit high, so I'll make it work. All right, so now what did I do with my card front? There is my card front. So now right onto this card front, we are going to be stamping some birds. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my cord between the 2 words, and so it'll look just fine. So we're going to stamp here. We want our birds to actually sit above above our word, so I'm going to place this, and then that'll kind of determine. All right, so his tail is just going to get clipped off a little bit. That's okay. There we go. And to our other bird. And so looking at this, we're going to have him up here in the corner. Oh, I see. They placed it over a little bit. I'm like, how many? I get 3 birds on here. There we go. And then our last one here, and just his little wings will get covered up a bit. Awesome. So we've got that going on. Set those birds off to the side now. And we get some more of that gorgeous velvet. So where did I put that? There we go. And again, a whole strip right across it. Oops. Actually, I'm going to grab the other end that already has my nice angle on it. And all the way across to there. All right. These are just absolutely stunning cards. I can see putting together like a little packet of these as a thank you for someone, and then this stamp set afterwards to be able to use it with the DSP from the Free as a Bird. And I'm even thinking it's going to go really nicely with one of the vintage papers that's in the catalog. So, wow. All right, line that up. Now, they have run the thread all the way across this card, but what that tells me then is that the inside of this card is going to have a thread on it, which I cannot stand. So I am just going to run a double string of thread around the tag only, and I'm just going to use some tape on the back to hold it in place, because with this being angled, it will slip and slide down down this angle if I don't tape it in place. So let's see, we're going to need double plus enough for a bow twice. Okay. So the easiest way I find to do this when you're doing the double thread is to actually fold it in half and cut it and truly make it 2 threads. Now, because I'm going to be working on this angle and I don't want it slipping down, I'm going to take this. Now I want it tied off to this side, so I'm going to need to figure out where my bow is going to go. Okay, I've definitely used way more than I'm going to need, so that's good. So I want it off to that side. Oh, there we go. So that I want there. So I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to kind of separate them a bit because on the front side I want them separated as well. Come on. There we go. And then I'm going to pull out some good old Scotch tape. This is a little cheat that I actually use fairly often. If I tie a bow on the front and then it's not as tight as I'd like it to be, I'll just kind of cinch it up in the back and tape it down. You know, if you're scrapbooking, you may not want to do this because I don't know that tape is non-toxic and, you know, lignin free and all of that for scrapbooking. But when you're just making a card, why not cheat to make life a little easier? All right, now with that held in place, I'm going to come along and tie my little bow here. Oh, I'm going to have to tape it up just a little bit higher. Or more to the edges, I guess. It's slipping down because I didn't tape right to the edges. All right. Get right in there all the way up. Awesome. Do the same on the other side. Here we go. All the way to the top. And that piece is just a bit too big. There we go. Tape stuck to me. Come on. Come on off. There we go. All right, so back to tying our bow. So I'm actually going to change this card up quite a bit. I'm actually going to tie our bow on the other side. So I guess this is where, if you're going to decide to leave the plan, then you got to be ready to fully leave it, because with the way I've stamped my thank you, my feather's not going to fit on the other side of this card either. So here we go, fully changing the card. Come on. Tying my knot on here, and that looks like it's tight enough. And get that positioned so that it's up above the words dear friends. There we go, or dear friend, and tie my bow. Alright, so if you had used the words grateful for you, you would have had a little bit more space on here to make room for your bow on the other side, and it would have worked out a little bit better than mine has. But this is going to be just fine. There we go, and I do want quite long trails on here, so I'm going to snip off some, but keep those quite long. And now I have to decide with my feather what I am going to do. So I could put this down here and then pop my feather in there still, or I might actually pop it behind, because I'm thinking, actually, I guess I could do it like that. I'm just a little concerned with the glue dots showing, but I don't really want to cover up the thank you. So actually I'm going to use a mini glue dot, which I normally wouldn't do, but I'm actually going to use it and hide it behind my thank you. So put on a glue dot there, pop that in like that. And so even though you can see it, we're actually going to cover it up with our phrase. And I think looking at this, I'm going to actually abandon this whole idea of trying to wrap this and run the thread between. And I'm just going to go with a straight up bow on this card. It just is looking a little too busy. So I'm going to untie this. Or not. I'm just going to tie it tighter. Tie my bow again. I'm going to snip off the extras, and I'm going to use a mini dot to put this bow right on the front of the card. Alright, so pull down all those. There we go. And now come in here and snip off those ends. Okay, so I've got, oh, that's way too much. Okay, we're going to start again. Sometimes this happens when I'm trying to go off script. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. I do like the look of the double bow though, so we are going to stay with the double bow. And so they do often give you a ton of the threads that you need. So I'm not worried about running out of thread with this kit, because I do have a ton of this thread of my own, but I'm also really not worried about running out of it, because I find that with the paper pumpkin kits, they are so generous that I always have extra product left when I'm finished putting together the kits. All right. There we go. And now I'm going to get my mini glue dots for this. So again, as we're putting this on, I'm putting my dimensionals on the top and the bottom so that they're not going to touch that velvet thread, because nothing's really going to stick to that velvet thread. In fact, as I was cutting it, you could see like tiny little fibers coming off of it. So there we go. And that's just going to cover that up. Pop that on there, and then use a glue dot on the back of this. And so I just put glue dots right on the back of the knot of my bows. And then can pop that on there. And on the other side still. All right. There we go. All right, so there's one more finished, a little bit longer than I had anticipated for that one. And I will quickly show you again the thread, the card that we got to make it on stage. And that one, kind of the textured piece on it, was this gorgeous, it's like almost like a terry cloth thread in the petal pink. And so really, really pretty thread there. So that one is what we used on the back of this. And again, I just did that figure 8 and attached it to the back of the words piece. So that is that card. And now our final card is the one with all the lovely roses on it. So I've got that piece. We're going to use one of the very small silver trimmed hexagons. And it's actually not even silver. It's almost got like a gold tinge to it, like a, or like a rose-ish color to it. I'm not really sure how to describe it. So we've got that, and that's the only paper we're going to use. Then they've got us using this gorgeous terry cloth thread again, and those embellishments that are just so cute. Now I have to check. I know that Free as a Bird, the suite does have some embellishments. I'd love to know, maybe Janice, if you're on, you can check and see if this little bird embellishment is one of the embellishments in the kit that comes with the Free as a Bird suite, or if this is something that's special just for our paper pumpkin, because it is just adorable. So this one, again, they've put the thread through the center of the card, which I'm not a huge fan of, but for the sake of this card, because I don't see any other way really to do it, I will go ahead and do it. All right, so there's one loop around, 2 loops around, and a little bit to tie with. And my scissors are right here. Here we go. So I'm just going to undo that so that I can line this up a little bit better. So it's right around there that I'm going to want to tie it. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to tie a knot, but when I tie these knots, so that my threads kind of stay together, I always put one of them underneath the other, and then I tie. And I'm not too worried about getting this exactly where I want it on my card, because I can just slide it back and forth until I get it to the spot I want it once I've got this on here and tied. So I'm going to do my bow. There we go. And now I can slip and slide this where I want it to be. And so I want this quite far over. Awesome. Such a lovely texture. All right, now we're going to take this. I'm going to grab my stamps again and put them right here. And this one I am actually going to make into a little hello card. Actually, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to do the hugs. Oh, interesting. So the bird ballad trinkets don't have the birds in it. Okay, so these are exclusive trinkets for this kit. So that's kind of exciting. Let's see. I'm just going to grab a whole new block. All right, a little bit larger than what I need, but there we go. Keys, flowers, and leaves. Okay, so these trinkets are a little bit special. That's nice. They're very cute. All right, so on this one, I'm going to do hugs. And, oh, where's the, is there a for you? There is a for you. So I'm going to want to, yeah, put that one kind of up there. And then I'll put my for you kind of down lower. Okay, Oh, actually, I'm going to do Hugs and Love. This one's going to a good friend of mine, and she just needs a little pick-me-up, I think. So I'm going to pop this one in the mail this afternoon for her. So Hugs and Love, and I am doing them on opposite sides because I'm going to actually put them on separate lines. Hugs and Love, and then that leaves me room for my bird trinket down there on the bottom. So this little guy, they're actually very easy to attach. You can use liquid glue if you want for a bit stronger hold, but then you have to be patient and wait for that glue to dry. Or you can use the glue dots for that instant gratification. So there we go. Glue that guy on there, and then grab our mini dimensionals and pop this onto the front of the card. So there you have it. I'll just finish this up and I'll bring all 4 cards into view so you can see the wonderful creations in this Hugs from Shelli kit. Okay, there we go. So pop that up there. So it's just behind that a little bit. And then I can spread those out. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful, quick little card. So let's clear some space here so that I can bring in all 4 cards and show you what we've got created. So we've got the 2 cards in the petal pink, and then we've got our 2 cards. Oh, there's the other one. And then we've got our 2 cards in the pool party. So these are absolutely gorgeous, and then you pair them up with their lovely envelopes, and it's a really beautiful set. So I hope if you ordered yours that you get it soon and have some fun playing with these. These are going to be beautiful to give to friends. And if you did not grab one, I do have an extra kit. So give me a shout and I will pass that kit your way. That I'm selling it for $30. That includes the shipping and taxes and everything. And yeah, so I've got one. It's first come, first serve, so give me a call. Have a great day, Janice. I hope you enjoy putting your paper pumpkin together. Okay, bye-bye.